The spring equinox shifts our seasonal wheel to the east, the home of the air element, inspiration and new beginnings. The season of springtime, governed by the cardinal direction east, begins at the spring equinox and spans Beltane until we reach midsummer or the summer solstice. There are so many juicy things unfolding in this season. It's a season of action, play and expansion. And let's explore the wisdom of the East and what the season has to offer. On the sacred wheel, we shift east as we shift to the spring equinox. This shift also brings the beginning of a new zodiac cycle with Aries season. An immense burst of energy happens as we move into this season. And it's often easy to see the natural world. It's getting warmer, the days are getting longer, and plants are starting to wake up. The earth is fertile for new life, and so are you. As a collective, we need some East energy, and being in a space of humility is very much associated with the East. There is an action here, and there is also an openness and willingness to be open and allow new wisdom to permeate your being. It's a space that encourages us to be okay with not knowing. And humility seems to be something we've been missing deeply in our divided society. There's so much time and energy claiming to be the correct person with only the correct answer. You know, it's crazy. We don't want to point fingers, but we get caught up in it sometimes, don't we? And this season reminds us that no one knows everything and to be open and new to ideas. What a breath of fresh air when somebody says, I don't know. And that is so important. Just be authentic. If you don't know, say so, learn, And this is the home of the East, the humility to continue to open and to continue to learn. We are each given this opportunity during the season to honor the not knowingness, to sit in it, and to be open for what gifts of wisdom may want to come through. Just as the plants begin to form buds and burst forth with life, your inner world is fertile for new growth. And on a personal level, this season encourages you to open yourself up to new paths and to begin taking action. Feelings of uncertainty are a natural part of taking steps towards building something new. And the East reminds us of this, that part of the beginning, a new path requires a certain amount of trust. It is in the East that we can call out and beg to know our paths, for this is the first step of many on this journey. However, be aware that while you search for your path, you're probably on it. If you cannot see it, it is likely that it is because you walk it. If you do see it, perhaps you're not there as yet, so take that step. This is a place of surrender, of abandonment to the great mystery of life itself. It is a commitment, certainly. A sense of risk accompanies us as we face the East. Dare to look into the sunrise, sense the warmth and healing of the sun as it begins its daily journey across our sky. Here are so many beautiful ways to connect with the energy of the East. Springtime itself is something that so many people look forward to, so it's the ideal season to simply enjoy nature. If it doesn't yet feel like spring when you are or you'd like to get in touch with the energy of the East in a different season, here are some ways to honor the season through corresponding energies or energies that match each other. You get the moon phase, which is the waxing crescent, the phase of life as childhood, the maiden, and themes of play, joy, curiosity, fertility, growth, expansion. And the colors yellow, the element air. It's time of year springtime, time of day is dawn. And crystals are kyanite, citrine, quartz. Lovely, isn't it? I love this. And some tools would be flowers, eggs, herbal smoke, feathers, fresh herbs, rabbits and hares. Oh, so beautiful. We're going to take a look at the airy spirits, the sylphs, and they are ethereal beings often associated with the element of air, and they are typically depicted as delicate winged creatures that inhabit the skies and are said to influence the movement of the wind and currents and air currents as well. In different mythologies and folklore, sylphs may have varying roles and characteristics. In some traditions, they may be considered guardians of the air or messengers of the gods. Paracelsus, the Renaissance physician and alchemist, described sylphs as elemental spirits associated with air, and he believed they could be summoned and controlled by humans. And in many fairy tales, they are depicted as benevolent or mischievous spirits who interact with humans, and they may grant wishes, play pranks, or offer guidance. How gorgeous is that? In Japanese folklore, similar beings known as wind spirits or air spirits exist. They often appear as gentle breezes or gusts of winds. We're going to take a look at the power animal, the eagle. The eagle power expands across the earth, a universal spirit of sublime vision, transcendental strength, and divine authority. Eagle is regarded as a most sacred animal. It is the manifestation of great spirit. If eagle is your totem emblem, you may find you walk a path of a spiritual healer, visionary, or leader. An eagle's gifts are conferred by its supernatural vision and power of flight into the realms of spirit. If we need to raise above a situation, eagle helps us to spread our wings and soar above the limited perspective of the material world to gain a clear understanding of ourselves and how we need to see the bigger picture, and teaches us to free ourselves when we become too attached to an object or situation, helping us to open our gripping claws to release our energy. On the other hand, if we need to ground ourselves and we feel we are becoming lost, disorientated, or floating in a spiritual mist, eagle's claws can grip the rocks or trees to maintain a solid sense of self, which centers us and creates inner balance. Eagle feathers are deeply sacred. To be gifted as eagle feathers is to recognize one's spiritual achievements and asserts our abilities such as community leader, healer, or prophet. If you feel trapped in the material world or stuck in the doldrums, ask eagle to assist you by uplifting you and restoring faith and confidence in yourself. Stand still and open your arms like an eagle's wings. Envision yourself soaring above your present situation or problem and feel yourself gliding with ease as you breathe from the heart. Love that. This connects us to our inner eagle and allows our spirits to expand and breathe, ridding life's currents in the knowledge you are in control of your flight. When eagles mate, they stay together forever. They raise their chick and hunt together. The fidelity of eagle speaks of our own faith and trust in our cooperation and our co-creation with spirit.